She passed every requirement for a government job until someone whispered to her, and I quote, without 20,000 Ghana cedis, forget a job. Unquote, Huzaifa had no connections, no father, no money, only dreams and certificates. Weeks later, her sick mother died because she could not afford proper medical care. And on the day of her burial, standing beside the coffin, was tears in her eyes. Huzaifa whispered, and I quote, Ma, I did everything right, but Ghana failed me. Unquote. Huzaifa is not alone. Her story is the silent cry of thousands of brilliant Ghanaian graduates whose talents are buried beneath corruption, favoritism, and poverty. Distinguished chairperson, panel of educators, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aduma Bedi Rashida, and I am deeply honored to speak on this devastating topic. And I quote, the monetization of public sector employment in Ghana poses a serious threat to governance, equity, and national development. Unquote. The monetization of public sector employment is this dangerous practice whereby the jobs in public sector, civil service, and security services are no longer earned through qualification, competence, and excellence, but purchased through money, political influence, and corruption. It is a moment where a nation stops asking, who is the most capable of serving the people? And begins to ask, who can afford to pay? And when that happens, governance deteriorates, justice disappears, and national development begins to suffocate. Distinguished chairperson, according to Ghana's Public Service Commission, an estimated 60 to 70% of public sector recruitment processes are compromised by some form of financial inducement or nepotism. Ghana Integrity Initiative report that 1 in 3 Ghanaians seeking public sector employment reported being asked to pay bribe or facilitation fee. I repeat, 1 in 3. Think about it. As I speak, a brilliant graduate is in tears because another less qualified applicant has bought the opportunity he deserves, and the mother is still praying over certificates that no longer guarantees opportunity. Fellow students, this is terrifying. The Auditor General's report of 2023 flagged over 2.2 billion Ghana cedis in payroll irregularities, ghost names, inflated positions, and politically appointed personnel bleeding the national press dry. Meanwhile, thousands of brilliant Ghanaian graduates remain unemployed. Ladies and gentlemen, when nurses buy posting, patients suffer. When teachers buy appointment, children inherit incompetence. When police officers pay to enter the service, justice becomes a commodity. And the greatest victims are never the rich. Yes, it is the farmer's son in Ejura, the fisherman's daughter in Komenda, the market woman's child in Abugloshi, who studies under lantern, believing that education can still rescue them from poverty. What message are we sending to the youth? That competence no longer matters. That integrity is a weakness. That corruption is the true pathway to success. The late Nelson Mandela once stated, and I quote, education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world, unquote. But today, many young people are beginning to fear that corruption is stronger than education. Afrobarometer report of 2024 indicates that over 72% of Ghanaians believe corruption in public institutions is worsening. That is no mere public perception. That is a national heartbreak. Fellow students, no nation develops when mediocrity replaces merit. Singapore did not rise through bribery. Rwanda rose through merit, not favoritism and connections. Some policy recommendations. 1. Ghana must urgently establish a fully digitized and transparent public sector recruitment systems insulated from political interferences. 2.